What's up, fam? It's your boy Heaven Hollywood back on IE Network, and this is the Heaven Hollywood Report. And let's get to it. Shout out to my sponsor. In case you didn't know, that's icydk.blog. Make sure you check them out on all mobile devices in the World Wide Web. Before we get started, please make sure you like, comment, subscribe, and hit that notification bell so you don't miss one video. Let's go. And we're going to start it off with your girl, Teyana Taylor. And Teyana Taylor has come out and she is not happy with Iman Shumpert. Now, she came out and left a statement basically letting people know, listen, she doesn't really, she did not want to comment on this. She wanted to keep this quiet. And her and, according to what she was saying, her and Iman had agreed to keep this quiet, to protect their children. This was something that was done and came to an agreement months ago. All right. She had actually filed for divorce months ago, but they kept it on the hush. And then, according to Teyana, I believe, or Teyana's lawyers, I believe Iman Shumpert is the one that let it out that she had filed earlier, or that she was the one who filed and they were having an issue. Like Iman was kind of like putting it out there that they had filed, they had been separated for months, what have you. So she put this statement out, and again, Teyana was not happy. She likes to try to stay low key. She basically said, we were going to keep this quiet, but because of his own narcissistic ways, she called him a narcissist. She said because of his own narcissistic ways, I guess trying to make her look like the bad guy or what have you. But I hear where Teyana's coming from. She's trying to protect her children. I don't blame her. And, let's just hope this thing doesn't get ugly and messy. Teyana, from what I'm hearing, Iman, was a heavy cheater on her. Now, I don't know whether Teyana cheated back. I don't know what the case may be, but I do know that Teyana used to have threesomes with Iman. So I don't know if it was a case where Iman went outside the threesome setup and was screwing somebody on his own, or whether it was somebody totally different. But y'all let me know down in the comments, man, on whose side you're on. If you on Teyana's side or you on Iman's side, a lot of guys were on Iman's side saying, so what? If she did something or you aren't together anymore, you should air her out. So let me know down in the comments if you're Team Teyana or Team Iman. Moving on to the black man hater, Malika Andrews. Now, for you those who do not know who Malika Andrews is, she is a sportscaster. She works for ESPN. She does mainly the NBA. She's the host of NBA Countdown, and she has been known for the last couple of years, starting with the Umi Udoka situation. She has been known to hate on black men. Now, you look at her picture and you say, but wait a minute, isn't she black? I believe, and yes, and she is biracial. I believe she has a black father and a white mother. But Malika has always been, it seems like since that incident with Uwe, every time something comes up about a black man, she seems to have all sorts of smoke for him, while when something happens to a white player or involving or somebody white, she doesn't have that same energy. Perfect example. When those things were going on with Ja Morant with the gun, she was the first one to say something. When that thing went on with Umi Udoka, she's the first one to say something. There's been a couple of other incidents that came up when guys had DUIs in high school or in college. She's bringing that up on the day they get drafted, right? So she's bringing up all negative. It seems like whenever it's somebody black, she's always down to negativity. Now, Josh Giddy, who's a white player for the Oklahoma City Thunder, was just being accused online of sleeping with a minor. This minor had a picture of him. He's smiling in the camera, got his shirt off or whatever. And she's telling everybody, I think she said she's 16 years old. And he's there. She's in the bed, laying in the bed with him. He's got no shirt on or what have you. So everybody was saying, hey, this guy's sleeping with a 16-year-old. So they reported it. But Malika Andrews had yet to say anything. Now, I heard today, just due to the backlash she's been taking, she finally said something. Of course, it wasn't too crazy. It was something along the lines of, they're still investigating, but we'll keep you updated on what might happen. If anything happens, any sort of discipline happens, we'll keep you up on it. But it wasn't like that. It wasn't that energy with John Morant when he had the guns on camera. They didn't say, let's wait and find out the situation. Right? So that's everyone's grief with Malika Andrews. Why is it you have no problem reviewing something or mentioning it when they're black, but when they're white, you have it's due diligence. We have to wait for all the information. But when they're black, you never have to wait for the information, Malika Andrews. You're nothing but another Sage Steele. Y'all are one and the same. You're nothing but another Sage Steele. And, it's a shame, but black people, we do it to ourselves. She's taking the cue of all these other black people around here it's no different from black people around here, accusing all the black celebrities of crime and never accusing the white celebrities. It's always somebody black y'all accusing. That's no different from what Malika Andrews is doing. You know what I mean? There's no different from what she is doing. When she doesn't call out white, when she doesn't call out anybody white, then people complaining, oh, you don't call out the white players, you only call out the black players. Well, a lot of black people go around only calling out black celebrities. So what's really the difference? There isn't. So she finally did speak on it. We're going to see where she goes going forward. We're going to see if he is finally, accused or found guilty or arraigned or whatever. We'll keep you posted. Hopefully she'll keep that same energy. Moving on to Nicki Minaj, and they are saying that Pink Friday 2 right now has generated about 122,000 units in pre-sales alone. So they're saying right now it's up to about 22,000 pure sales from the pre-sales. Now, Nicki Minaj also put some merch on sale. There's certain things that, through her rollout that she's going to be getting ready for Pink Friday 2. Some vinyls, some posters it looks like she has on the merch. And she's getting ready for that December 8th date. Like I said, I don't believe she's going to cancel that date. I believe it's going to stay December 8th. And, you can't help but look forward to that. Right? It's only a couple of weeks left. Looking forward to that most definitely. Now, CardiB recently, looks like Funky Feet, Deneva, and who was the other one? Hazel E. She's still breathing? I didn't even know Hazel E was still breathing. I'm not even going to lie. Hazel E seemed like she came out and she had some words to say about Cardi B. Like she shaded Cardi B, saying something like she thinks she's Nicki Minaj and she is a Latina or a Mexican. I don't know whether she calls her Mexican or not. If she calls her Mexican, that's just more shade for no reason. Saying she's a Latina artist, and because she's a Latina artist, she didn't give Nicki Minaj her props or something like that. I see Hazel E still trying to get recognition from Nicki Minaj, I see. So she basically was stating that Cardi B should be having given Nicki Minaj a prize. And she started saying these things about, oh, she's the one who kept Cardi B alive, or it was because of her Cardi B would have never got signed, and all these things similar to that. Funky Deneva actually called Cardi B, from Fox 26, I guess. I think it's on Fox or whatever the show is, the Nightcap or whatever the show's called. Funky Deneva actually called Foxy Brown out, saying that she don't think that Patti LaBelle should have did a collaboration with Foxy Brown, because Funky Deneva said he don't believe that Cardi B even knows any of Patti LaBelle's songs. Now, Funky Deneva, how would you know that? Why don't you? Did you ever think? Let me ask Cardi B what songs I know of Patti LaBelle. How do you know she doesn't know any songs by Patti LaBelle? You see, Cardi B must be like the most powerful female in rap, because she don't even have to be doing anything, and people will be on her bra strap. You got people mentioning Cardi B's name just for nothing. I saw this person mentioning Cardi B's name. They were talking about BBL, not BBLs. They were talking about how they didn't like black women's bodies, right? They were like, oh, they didn't like black women's bodies. Then they went on and said, oh, they all want to look like Cardi B and Megan Thee Stallion. And from what I hear on the internet, is Cardi B drugs men. Like, what was the reason of them mentioning Cardi B other than somebody is paying them to do it? Because it was no reason to even mention Cardi B there, and the person's like, oh yeah, well they want to look like Cardi B, but Cardi B drugs men. So it's like it had nothing to do with it. But Cardi B can be minding her business. As she said on her video, she's eating pumpkin pie and sweet potato pie and comparing them. I don't even have any music scheduled to come on. Y'all keep my name in your mouth constantly. For the Nicki Minaj fans, because that's mostly who it is, people who don't like Cardi B. For the Nicki Minaj fans, Nicki Minaj is getting ready to release Pink Friday too. She says it's going to be an iconic album. She's saying that's going to be her best album yet. Shouldn't you be getting ready for that? Shouldn't you be amped up for Pink Friday 2 instead of worrying about what Cardi B is doing? Funky Deneva, he always wants to say something. Remember, he came for Chloe Bailey. He always wants to say something, to get shock value. And, nobody's thinking about Funky Deneva, right? Cardi B went off on... pretty much, I think she was talking to Hazel E. and to Funky Deneva when she said, girls that aren't even on my level, like Hazel E., girls that are not even on my level has got something to say. Girls at the top has got something to say. Girls at the bottom has got something to say. I don't know whether it's because I rap better than B's, because I look better, because my P is better. Whatever the case may be, I get Cardi B's point. Like, after a while, it's like, come on, y'all are really obsessed. Y'all obsessed with the people's champ, with the people's queen. I call it a people's queen. But shout out to Cardi B. Y'all gotta let me know, man, what is it about Cardi B that triggers everybody so much? As much as people say, oh, competition, she's not this, she's not a real rapper, she's on that. But for her not to be a real rapper, a lot of people sure are worried. Cardi B bothers them. The way she acts, how outspoken she is, how bold she is. It bothers people. It bothers people because she is the most talked about, to me, or someone who's never doing anything. She's the most talked about. All right, so shout out to Cardi B, man. You got them talking. Let me know down in the comments anything you want to discuss. Let me know what you think. It's your boy Heaven Hollywood for the IE Network.